You are listening to Dudes at 4 a.m., episode 18, which means we're legal now. Brought to you by Commitment.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck be a lady tonight.
Luck if you've ever been a lady to begin with. Please be a lady tonight.
Welcome back, everyone. This is Dudes, episode 18, like I said. The three original dudes are back again. I'm Aaron.
I'm Alex.
I'm Brian, but this is New Dudes.
This is
Yeah,
New Dudes.
so brought to you. So our sponsor today is Commitment, trademark. And that's for a reason, because we have collectively, all three of us have decided we are now going to revamp. We were all very serious about this podcast. We always were. It's just we had a lot of trouble just getting episodes out regularly and doing our thing all the time. But now we are very committed to a revamp, to a new Dudes
era.
It's our second year, so our first year can be seen as a test run. We did a lot of good things, we did a lot of bad things, and now we're gonna get it better and better, and hopefully bring more awesomeness to our podcast.
Yeah, we're using experimental drugs. That's really what's getting us.
That's basically what I was trying to say.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just making sure.
We're dropping those eye things.
Yeah.
Those
Those
eye drops.
I think. Yeah, from Blooper.
From Looper.
Or the Limitless drug.
Yeah, we're on Limitless. Yeah, that's what we're
on
doing.
the Limitless drug.
Yo, man, that's legit.
Always.
So yeah.
Even if it's New Dudes, Alex is still the one behind.
Yeah.
Always.
It happens.
So some things never change. So while Dudes will be revamping, Alex will remain to be Alex, essentially.
So it's been a year, guys. It's been a year.
But yeah, so hopefully you'll like it. Give us feedback as always. We're gonna have better technology. We're gonna have more regular shows. Our topics are gonna be more awesome. They're gonna be more.
We doubled our
relevant.
editing team.
Yeah, now I can do things on my computer. Granted, hopefully it doesn't shit on me again. But yeah, it'll be great. We've got awesomeness abound.
We've got plans.
Yeah.
Plans for greatness.
So bear with us. We're gonna try and lot new things out and see where it goes.
See what people like. See what we like.
Yeah.
See what's available to us.
And we do have feedback, so
Yeah,
it's good to hear.
keep it up.
And we have fans.
Keep
all
supporting.
5 of them.
Yeah,
5?
5.
Well, including us 3.
Are we up to 5
We're
now?
our own fans. That's kind of lame.
Yeah. Are we up to 5 now?
I think so.
Not including us?
Not including us.
I think we're up
Probably
to 5.
4.
Or 5. Whatever.
Okay.
We're getting there. Everyone's got to start somewhere, right? Everyone's got to start somewhere.
That's what they say.
Like that
Yeah.
YouTube 2005.
So let's just get to it. So yeah, once
We got pieces of unfinished business and new business.
yeah, so
But first we're gonna get to the new business.
we are okay.
We
cool.
have 2 pieces of fan mail to talk about because lately we've been on the comic book run. If you haven't been listening to Dudes,
All right,
we've
so
just been watching movies all summer.
yeah, so this summer, of course, there were 3 gigantic comic movies, so of course we had to talk about that. But now we are back into real life, shit. Excuse my language.
Real life stuff. Yeah,
Oh.
and we talked about a format. We were talking about a format change. Like if we were doing 2 a month, we wanted to do one of our nerdgasms and one of our life things.
Yeah.
But
Right.
we can take suggestions if you want us to free ball again, where we
Yeah.
just do whatever we want.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if is the best idea.
Which-
but-
Because we kind of
Which
do
was
whatever we
interesting.
want, or we could do whatever
Of course we
is.
we're dudes. Yeah.
I mean,
Oh, just kidding.
we'll do whatever we want. We don't have girlfriends.
Word fist.
fist.
Bro fist.
True.
So while Alex answers his phone, Brian and I are just gonna take over. I'm just kidding. That
would be messed up.
But yeah, no. So
He says as he
we'll
takes out his
start-
phone.
True.
we'll start.
It's okay.
We'll start off our revamp.
With fan mail.
Yeah,
because fan mail is a pretty popular segment as far as we understand.
yeah, definitely.
From our 4 or 5 fans,
Yeah.
and we enjoy doing it because
Yeah.
people ask us questions, and they're usually, they can be challenging, but that's always good too.
Exactly. So I don't have the thing. So yeah, just to paraphrase the fan mail. So what we got today is, it says, hello dudes. I am currently in a relationship. I have a boyfriend, but I cannot decide whether or not I should break up with him. There are a lot of things going on, and I originally did not feel like this would be a long-term relationship, and now I can't decide whether or not it's worth keeping it for the rest of the year. Please help me with any advice you can. Love, Anonymous.
I appreciate the love, Anonymous.
Yes, me too. I love the love.
Me
Yeah.
too. I mean, it's nice.
Yeah.
But so here's
Just
the problem.
confirming he was human.
There wasn't a lot of context, but we do know that originally it was not something that was seen as long term, of course.
Yeah.
Which we could definitely infer a lot of things from that. So
What we
so,
like
yeah,
to,
so
yeah.
what do we think here? I mean, this is always a tough situation. I think we all have our opinions on relationships in general, and then especially when it becomes serious or not. So yeah, I mean, what do you
Well,
think?
from this situation, it looks like there's a conflict of interest, as in the terms of the relationship. Not to get too official on it, but it's just basically seems like she wasn't too serious about the relationship, and he seems to be a little more attached. And now she's having trouble because things are picking up, and
Right.
she doesn't feel like he's the one or a one.
Right. Right. Yeah. So yeah. Also, it says in the email they started dating a couple months ago. So they started over this summer. So yeah, it's been a few months now. So I don't know.
Yeah, sorry for responding so late. So
Yeah. No. But yeah, I mean,
part of the
like,
revamp. We're getting
Yeah.
better about this.
But like you said, is now hitting like the half year point. So it's tough. I think it's tough because if it is the case where one party is more invested than the other, it gets really really touchy because you don't at the end of the day, no one wants to hurt anyone, but inevitably it has to happen at some point. And when like you said, Alex, one party is more into it than the other, you really have to tread lightly because when you're on the same page, someone's gonna get hurt, and it's not. You just gotta make when you know it's inevitable, you want to try to decrease the amount of hurt possible. You want to make it as bearable as possible by timing, and also by what you say, and also about how you deal with it. So
I mean,
it's hard.
There's like, I think they were saying on like forums and stuff, based on TV, it's like putting the animal down. Kind of don't want to drag something out.
Exactly,
It's going to be something so painful.
Yeah,
kind of get over with.
Yeah.
And it seems like she's kind of leaning toward a breakup because she's not really sure, she's not really invested. And that's something you got to consider. It's like whether you're invested or not, whether your significant other makes you happy, and what you inevitably both want. And like in college, it's kind of hard to see the rest of the future, and there's a lot of things you're indecisive about. But
Yeah.
if you're committed, you're committed. If you're not, you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just about communication. If you're okay with not being serious, and your boyfriend's okay with not being serious, then it's fine. Because
Right.
you two are just not serious, and you don't want to talk about the future, and that works out fine. But like, if one of you intends to be serious, and one of you intends to be long term, and the other one intends not to be, and doesn't know what they want, in this case you, then you should probably talk things out and make sure things are clear about your intentions.
Right.
Because as long as both parties know what the other expects, it shouldn't be too bad. I mean, it's
Right.
going to suck because you have to have this conversation.
Yeah.
But
On paper, we're putting it pretty simply, but when it goes through your head, it can be kind of a torture to just think about agonizing over how to get this talk going, how to bring it up, to come to grips with changing a whole relationship. There's a lot of things, especially if like we're old, but we're young still. So like adults would just be like, yeah, let's just get this over with. I just can't deal with it. Don't have time to waste on this. And kids are like, oh, we just have all the time in the world, and
Yeah.
just stall this out,
No, yeah. I think because like my outlook now is like we are, like you said, we are old, but we are also still young. but it's at that point where I think when you date, like you need to have it needs to be meaningful. Like it has to be. It has to. It
If
has
that's
to
your
be,
thing.
If that's your thing, like if you're going after that, like it has to be meaningful, and the other person has to agree. If you're because we don't have like we're trying to get into our life now. We're trying to start our careers and stuff at this age, so we don't have a lot of time to deal with anything else. And if you're trying to just have fun and stuff, then the other person has to agree with that too, because it's it just gets way too risky otherwise.
Yeah, I don't think there's any other way to put it.
Yeah.
You just have to talk to him and clarify what's going on, and if you have to break up with him, then so be it.
Yeah, you really can't be afraid. Like I know,
It's very easy to not want to hurt someone's
yeah,
feelings.
it's very easy to feel bad, and it's very easy to like just back off because you want to put off the hard stuff, but like that'll just make it worse at the end, and that doesn't help.
You definitely
anyone.
don't want to fall into like the Thanksgiving, Christmas, New Year's, Valentine's Day trap.
Yeah,
type of thing.
exactly.
Yeah, what happens usually for a lot of people when they have something traumatized, they usually assimilate it to a day.
Right.
And that day will forever live in infamy as like a worst day like ever.
Right.
Sure, we all have a day that just straight up sucked for whatever reason. And and yeah, it can get really emotional, especially when you tie it to a holiday. So like, let's say, I don't know, the end of a school year in the summer, or Christmas time, big holidays, birthdays, relatives' birthdays. A lot of things can get tied together, and just finding the right timing is always tough. But you gotta kind of go through with it. If you've been in a relationship, you kind of accept these responsibilities as a personal relationship. You just gotta be responsible.
Yeah.
And try to be conscientious. Try to not be inconsiderate to the other party.
We're not telling you to be a heartbreaker, but just realize what the situation is,
Right.
and if it's hard, then it's hard. Or if they're going through something else,
It's going to be.
then
Yeah.
try and shift it, but move it a day forward or move it a day back. But don't put it off for too long, because clearly you're not happy in this relationship.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, I think the longer you wait, like especially when you know that it's not long term for you, well, the longer you wait, the more it's gonna hurt for the other person, especially if they're invested. Because
I mean,
yeah,
there are reasonable things to want to avoid. Like if you want to avoid midterms or something, because like you don't want to add that kind of extra stress when somebody has to take midterms or like a big exam or something like that. But you have to do it, because you definitely don't want to fall into that like 4-month trap.
Because it's coming.
Yeah.
It's coming. Like
Yeah, for
after
real.
like Halloween starts to build up. Like right now, we're in a fall break.
Yeah.
Someone suit.
I mean, right now is basically. I mean, some people would disagree with me, but I would think right now is when cuffing season is. And for those of you that don't know what cuffing season is, it's like when it gets cold outside, people don't want to go out as much, and they just want to spend time with other people. Like, so they want to stay in and watch a movie or something. So, because of cuffing season, a lot of like relationships seem to sprout out of the ground, but a lot of them seem to also end after February.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about this, like, because
And also end now.
yeah.
I didn't know it was called coughing season. I thought it was called cuffing.
Cuff,
Yeah, cuffing season.
handcuff. Yeah.
Like-
Oh, I thought you. Oh, I referred to it as like cuddle season because it's colder. People want to cuddle more.
Yeah, I mean, same general principle.
Yeah, but that sounds really girly, so I'm gonna just
Yeah.
stick with cuffing season.
Hey man,
Are you like
DCC
5 years old?
DCC man, down to cuddle.
Really?
Yeah,
Is that?
man.
Did you just?
You just turned a common phrase very innocent.
I mean, that's, wow. Like that's. You know what? I'm gonna talk
DCC.
DTC.
It sounds like it's like DC.
Hey.
It's like community college. It's like
Detective Comics Community College.
A place you would go. DCC.
Don't worry, we still have the whip soundboard.
Yeah, of course.
yeah, that-
always.
Something's never changed.
Yo, man. Like I said, something's never changed on
All
this.
right. Well, cuff season.
Whatever you prefer to call it.
No,
But
but that's a
the point.
good point.
I-
Yeah, the
yeah.
weather really does affect a lot of relationships. Like you're coming off
Affects
summer
a lot of shit.
romance, or you're going to. A lot of
Affects my
people
mood.
love that image of like a Christmas time couple.
Yeah.
Skating in the park,
Oh,
walking
yeah.
through the park, exchanging gifts.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of the thing.
You
That
see
would
it.
be-
You
that'd be
see it
awesome.
in every Christmas.
Like, who
movie.
doesn't want to go to like New York and be skating on like a pond
Yeah.
or whatever with somebody
Yeah,
significant
exactly.
to them?
Yeah.
Every
Christmas time.
fucking
Wearing
Christmas
scarves,
movie is like that.
enjoying
Yeah.
cocoa.
Every Christmas movie has romance in it because it's just so happy. Like it's just so like cool. like
Yeah.
Elf, man.
Yeah.
Like,
But like, yeah,
Like Elf. Yeah, that's exactly the movie when I think of
no,
romance.
seriously,
Right.
right?
True.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. Will
So yeah,
Ferrell.
you have to really be conscientious of the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, I love the quote, the famous quote where it's like, "There's no such thing as a good time. All times are bad. It's just some are less worse than others." You know, and
Yeah.
I think that's very true for any breakup or any
It really
relationship.
is.
Yeah.
It's apt for a lot of things. Even if you're trying to ask somebody out, there's never really a good time for that either. I think. Because
Even
you,
they say Valentine's Day,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
you constantly
It's-
get interrupted by other things, and if you wait too long, then you might
Then it's
send the
like
wrong
you might
message.
lose it. Yeah.
It's always, you know,
It's just you should just do it.
it's usually
Yep,
a
I agree.
feeling, and the feeling right now is that you're not feeling it.
I agree.
I mean, like it. You know, it's just it's. I do believe like the way it's said, that one quote that says it's better to beg for forgiveness than ask for permission. This is just kind of that thing. It's just you just do it. You just have to.
Right. Right.
You know.
Amen to that.
Also, conversely, let's. I'm just gonna put this in there. If you're trying to spend time with your significant other, and let's say you don't feel this feeling anymore, like you might. These guys are tutting.
It's tight. You can't prove that, bro.
Let's turn this to a vlog.
A vlog. That would you just see Aaron. That's all you would see right now.
I would see him tutting though.
That's off topic.
Anyway, that's Aaron, man. He's always off topic. God, Aaron, what was I? Yeah. So, like, let's say your relationship grows, like, you guys grow closer together, possibly because you decide to talk. That could happen. I hate these
Yo,
guys.
keep going. Keep going. Yeah.
So-
You're right. You're right.
Yeah, you spend more time together. You guys talk, and yeah, you might grow to like him more. So, when you do give him a chance to talk, and you guys talk to each other more about your relationship, be open. You know, don't go in there like trying to.
Trying to.
I can't take this seriously.
Try. No. Yeah. No. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah,
Be-
trying to,
yeah,
trying
be
to give
open.
them a
Don't-
chance.
Yeah. Don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're not.
Yeah.
You can't be
Because
one-sided.
at some point, possibly in this relationship, you probably gave him a certain type of respect, and you gotta respect that he's probably more into you than you are into him at the moment. So, yeah, just be open and
Yeah.
listen, talk and listen.
Amen.
Yeah, don't just hear things, just listen. Because like you can't be going into a discussion like this with responses ready. You gotta kind of.
Conversations
react.
are two-way.
You just gotta be flexible.
Yeah. Cool.
But good luck. It sounds. Like
Oh
a
yeah,
sticky
very good luck. I mean,
situation.
I think whoever you are, you'll figure it out very soon. It'll just come naturally. Like as
the
much
important
as you.
thing is to tough
And if
through
not,
it.
you'll send us mail again.
Yeah, just feel free to talk to
Dudes,
us.
didn't work.
Yeah.
You guys are jerks.
dudes, it didn't work. You
and
suck.
it's cuffing season.
And it's coming. If that's the case, we'll make a video. and
we'll
send
give
it
you.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
send
true.
you.
Podcast.
We'll send you like a
We'll send you a
coupon code.
reenactment.
We'll send you.
We'll send
a
you
coupon code
handcuffs.
for Coco.
Can we trademark cuffing season?
Cuffing season.
Yeah, and like
I'm
make
pretty
our.
It's
sure
not
a
a thing.
term.
Oh, it is. We
pretty
can't
sure
make our own Hallmark
We have
cards
to
I
about
just
it.
make the term.
We have to go to
Shit.
Urban Dictionary. We gotta see what's
I'm
up.
trying to make money, man.
If you want to make up terms, like freeballing
Like-
is a word that I created, and I'm pretty sure it's
Freeballing?
picking up.
Oh,
Actually,
dude, we should trademark that.
Yes,
Free
it
we
is,
need just something
it is.
to bounce
Huh?
It
to
is.
like lay the groundwork so we can make money and hit
Yo,
the dudes. Like,
honest to
tie
goodness,
it to dudes.
back in like middle school, I said yes sir, right? And then Pharrell said, "I swear to
Dude.
you, I said it before he did."
Who?
Huh?
Yes, sir.
Pharrell, you know the
Dude.
rapper?
Oh yes.
I swear to you, I
No,
said it
everyone
before he
says
did.
that shit.
Yeah, maybe someone just knew for man.
Maybe
Shit, we just gotta trademark everything. Now.
trademark freeballing
Yeah.
because it, you know. That's
Yeah, dude.
you know, I'm just trying to
Hashtag sorry, I'm not sorry. I heard that from you, but I don't know where.
And
it was.
pancakes, man. We need to
Pancakes.
trademark the
We need to make a
pancake shit
shirt.
because now Greg Jennings is on that.
God, Greg Jennings.
Yo, man, she don't want your pancakes.
Don't watch your pancakes.
That's
bro.
our phrase.
Free advertising.
But
Old Spice, Greg
Okay,
Jennings.
anyway,
But,
oh yeah.
yeah.
So I think that's enough.
Soldier through this talk because
Yeah.
it looks like you do need to talk to your boyfriend. And just for anyone out there, if you're having a problem like this, talk to your significant other.
You
Because
just you gotta break out the cojones, man. The
Yeah.
co-jones, if you prefer. 'cause
The
I'm not
Cajones,
Spanish.
yeah,
try not
the
to
Cajones.
try not to live with the
And
fear.
when you do, you'll get a dude signed wheelbarrow for how big your cajones are because you have to wheel them joints around. True
True.
story.
True.
We will buy you a wheelbarrow.
True. It'll be signed by all of us.
We won't really buy you a wheelbarrow, but we might like draw you one on paper or
Yeah,
something and
yeah.
send you to you.
and we'll autograph
It'll
it.
still be signed by all
Yeah,
of
we'll
us.
still sign it, all of us. You know, that'd be worth it.
We can do that.
We can definitely do that. Get a picture of
Hell
a
yeah.
wheelbarrow and sign it,
I agree.
Sweepstakes.
or maybe a picture of the three of us in a wheelbarrow.
Ooh,
I don't know who wants that. But
No,
it
yeah,
might
I don't
be
know
a
if
funny
anyone
picture.
wants that. It'd be hilarious.
how many
though.
different ways you can get into a wheelbarrow?
What?
What?
Yo, man, that just
It's just going.
yo, that was about to take a really wrong turn.
I was-
Okay,
We're not
Yo, man,
going in that new
that
direction.
was
That's not where this dude
that was
Alright,
about to
alright,
go
alright.
very. We were about to go to the dark forest of no return, man.
Dark Forest of no
Yeah.
return. Not that being gay is bad. That's not what we're implying.
No, no, it would have been really awkward if we
It's-
took that turn.
No, it was okay that one time we were talking about marriage, but that was just for funnies.
Yeah,
That was just for fun.
This Alex was taking a very dark turn. That
it's
Yeah.
okay. It's okay. We're pulling back. We're
You
pulling
seen? Have you
back.
seen that Will Ferrell
And you have a
picture?
girlfriend,
The
man.
meme? Well, that escalated quickly.
Yes,
You know,
yes.
Oh yeah. Well, that's really cool.
That's basically what I was
that
thinking right
just
there.
happened.
Okay.
All right.
So
Well,
cool. That
Now we got to go back to old fan mail.
Yes.
That
Yeah.
We didn't take care of.
so that was new fan mail. So
So
old
we're gonna
fan mail.
backpedal.
Hit it
Um,
back.
We're gonna loop.
We're gonna
go back.
loop.
We
We're
had
gonna loop.
a fan mail a while ago. We were talking about our current lives.
Yeah, we gave
future
the quick
plans.
brush, but we gotta do a real overview.
Yeah, this
Do
is
you
a
have it? Do
request.
you
This
bring
is
it
a
up?
request. This is a request from a few months ago, actually.
Yes.
Yeah. We were talking about around Dark Knight, but then Dark Knight. So
It's came from a fan of ours.
Yeah.
No
I
name
mean,
listed,
just
of course,
just
right?
just freeze it. I mean, what? Yeah, do it. You
It's
wanna pull
okay.
it
I
up?
mean, basically, it was asking about how our lives are going now that we're entering our final years of college and what exactly we plan on doing later, if anything. If we just plan on dying and falling off the face of the earth after senior
Yeah.
or fourth year.
Right. Exactly.
all right. So here's
Quote.
the
It's
email again.
quote. One about life and love. Excuse me, and troubles. Like, what are you guys looking forward to your last year of college? Ready for real world? Question mark. More school? Question mark. Traveling off to the world and soul searching. I think there's gonna be a lot of that. Highlights of our college career. That's a lot. We might do the highlights of college career later. But the rest sounds good, so we can talk about that.
Yeah.
I mean, we can do the college career highlights that we got this year because that'll be relevant.
Yeah.
'cause it's our
True.
final year.
Very true.
Who wants to go first?
Oh man.
I just want to start off. We could do this one way, or we could do this other way. We could start with a bucket list.
With a bucket list?
Yeah, because she's like future plans. Everyone like kind of expects to graduate.
Mhm.
Like that's like the only thing we all assume,
Mhm.
right?
Okay.
Right.
So, but like
Correct.
after that, everyone kind of expects like apply for jobs or internship.
Maybe.
Correct.
But
Not
some people
necessarily.
like venture the world. Some people
True.
just find a job
Okay.
doing whatever. Some people get experience to apply for
So-
master school.
So you want to talk about a bucket list stuff?
Let's talk about a bucket list because usually we were kind of stuck on this like track of like trying to find next step, like high school, college, job. Or-
Actually, the thing is I've never made a bucket list.
Me neither. That's the thing.
I don't know. I've said there are a couple
Well-
things here and there that I've always wanted to do.
Yeah. Same.
Well, yeah. I do that. Like
Oh, okay.
I think it's just like the relationship
I mean,
plug. I get
We
that.
could
a
do
lot.
that then.
Yeah.
We could. Yeah, let's do that for an episode. Let's list a few now, but let's make a bucket list.
Yeah.
let's
Yeah,
say
we can
10
do a
things.
bucket list episode. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
For
So
me-
just inspiration idea. Just
For me, skydiving is on my bucket
me
list.
too.
I've always wanted to drive on the Autobahn. That is
Oh,
something
oh my
that's
God,
like
that would
one of
make
my.
my
Honestly,
life.
don't know what that is.
The Autobahn
It's like the German
it's
highway.
the German highway that
with
allows
no
you to
speed
go up
limit.
with no speed limit.
Yeah.
But you have to like if you want to change lanes, you have to like have your turn signal on for at least like 2 minutes.
Yeah.
But
That's
there's no
sick.
speed limit on the highway.
there's
Oh my god. I
And
can't
was-
wait to get my tank.
like that's always been a dream of mine to drive on the
Hell
Autobahn.
yeah. With like
Especially if I could drive with a high
with
performance
like
car.
a Porsche or something.
Um,
Shit.
travel. I've always wanted to travel. I
Yeah.
love traveling. And
Oh, of course.
Traveling. But I mean, the thing is I've never really known where I want to travel. Because like traveling the world sounds really cool, but at the same time, I realize I don't know the U.S. very well.
yes.
Because like I've been up
Fair
and down
enough,
the East
yeah.
Coast. Like okay, so I've been to New York and I've been to Florida, different places in Florida,
Yeah.
and like Philadelphia and like stuff like that. But I've never really traveled west.
Yeah.
Interesting.
There's a whole universe we don't know about.
Yeah, there's a whole like
We just see it on
40 other
YouTube.
states that I
World,
went
yeah.
familiar with.
Um,
Yeah.
yeah. I've
That's
always just
good.
loved traveling, and I only flew like once. And I traveled to see Angeline like 3 hours every time I go see her. So I say like all
Doll.
the East Coast of Virginia.
Cue the
yeah.
soundboard.
Well, like she was the reason
Doll.
for the bucket
Yeah.
list because she actually has a concrete bucket list, and I was like, I need to get mine together. I think
Yeah.
it's sick.
Get your shit together, bro.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but
But that's good.
yeah, I always want to travel. Just I have specific places:
Oh, that's cool, man.
So
Japan, Australia, homeland, Germany, and Spain.
Nice.
East Coast, West
Europe,
Coast,
man.
West Coast.
the Philippines,
Hell yeah, you do.
Bolivia, the other
It's my
homeland.
place, though. Still.
I want to see a hockey game in Canada.
Okay.
Cause I see one in the U.S. and it's sick, but I want to see European
I don't
soccer
like
in,
any candidates.
in
Except for
Manchester.
The Canucks.
But I think
I have
going
like
to Canada
specific
would
things
be
I want to
fun,
do.
actually.
Yeah, I think Canada would be fun.
You hoser.
Shout out to old high school friends, the Meds, if they ever listen to this. But they always talk about going to Canada, and they always have a blast.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always wanted to go.
Well then, okay. So if we're gonna answer these questions one by one, so if we're looking after college, do you guys want? Are you just trying to travel right away, or like what
I
are our
don't think
plans?
so.
I don't think so,
No?
just
I
because
mean,
we
maybe
all-
travel a little bit like a vacation, but nothing
Yeah.
like.
we live in a world of money.
Not talking about backpacking
Yeah.
across
Yeah,
Europe
of course,
or
We're
anything.
not Bruce Wayne, of course. We can't just go.
Oh, I wish.
No, of course not. I don't say Bruce Wayne.
Yeah, I guess.
I wish.
Now we have
No,
to
yeah,
realize
I
the
think-
saddening truth that we're not Bruce Wayne, nor is he anywhere near here.
No, true. No, yeah, you're right. No, I don't. I don't plan on really going all crazy after college either. I think in
Because you already
general,
go all
like,
crazy anyway.
shut up. Like in general too, like, you know, if you're asking about the real world and like what we're looking forward to,
It gets scary.
I've kind of like changed like a lot of my outlook on life. I think while I might have like an informal bucket list, I really like for the remainder of the year and of the school year and of a few years after that, I'm just gonna try to live by day and just see what happens, you know, because like these next like few years are like where the most change is gonna happen, because we're gonna try to settle and try to figure out our careers and stuff. Like a lot is about to happen in the next 3 years, and
Yeah, I was
And it's gonna happen
and like
slowly.
and I've learned too, like in life, like
the craziest. I was gonna. Okay, go ahead.
no, just quickly, I've learned like the thing I really live by now, because I used to not think this, but now I've realized like you can't. It's good to have a plan, but I've realized you can't plan for things without absolutely realizing that it's not gonna happen. Something's gonna change. Something's gonna come up. And I think it's great to generalize what's going to happen and plan for the future, but the most important thing that you have to learn in life is to be adaptable, because so much stuff is going to happen and come your way that you're not going to expect. That the greatest skill anyone can ever have is that
so much
is that
stuff.
is that you can adapt and, you know, just roll with the punches, because, you know, who knows where anyone's gonna be in a year, you know?
It's like the thing is like, you know how when we were first entering high school, people were like, "Yo, these are going to be the best years of your life," and then we entered college, and people were like, "Yo, these are going to be the best years of your life."
Yeah,
And I came to realize that nobody knows what they're talking about when they say it's going to be the best years of your life.
exactly.
Because when you think about it, the oldest person that could have told you that is probably your parents or something. And your parents are what, like 40 or 50? My parents are like 40 or 50, right?
Yeah.
And when you think about it, they're not even they're basically almost just half done with their lives. So how
Yeah.
could they possibly know what the best years of their life are when they're only at 50%?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
You know? You can't tell the best parts of a video game when you're only halfway through. And that's
True.
the best way to put it. The
Or
best
a
parts of the
movie,
video
yeah,
game
yeah.
or a movie or anything. That's the point.
You have
And
to
it's
live,
just
you have
like-
to see it through.
You just have to see it all the way through. And great moments are going to come. And, you know,
Come and go. Yeah.
that's just the way it is.
Yeah.
It's not like high school wasn't fun. It's not like college hasn't been great. But
It's just who knows.
the
It's
world
just
out there
government.
is scary.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about that. But there's no reason to believe that it's not also going to be some of the greatest times of your life.
Yeah. Exactly. I'm honestly really scared about what is going to happen after I graduate. But
Yeah.
but you know, I'm ready. Like I really think, you know, things happen for a reason, and, you know, as much as, you know, you try to make things happen the way you want them, it's, you know, it's just not always going to go that way. So, you know, my outlook on the rest of the year is like, I'm just really excited to, you know, meet more people and really grow closer and closer to the friends I've made already, and, you know, use that to like carry me forward, and just, you know, finally like see what jobs I hear back from, see what possible cities I could live in, just really exciting things like that, and then, figure out how I can make some money in the next few years,
Yeah.
and buy some cool things and go to Comic-Con again, and all that just fun stuff, like very very just short-term goals that I have right now, because
it's always a good time.
the long-term ones can wait, and we can work on those little by little.
I mean, I just like.
It's
I think the first time that I'm gonna pay rent for like my own place or like whatever it is, assuming I'm not gonna own a place somehow.
Yeah.
I think the first time I pay rent for something is gonna be like the greatest like ringing of like, oh my god, I'm old.
Yeah.
But it's gonna be at the same time, it's gonna be like this is mine.
Yeah, exactly.
At least for this month.
Yeah, for this 30 days, the next 30 days.
Like this is mine.
Yeah.
Like
It's-
that feeling is rare because like that doesn't happen to you all the time when you're growing up.
I feel like that's what's
Exactly.
gonna happen a lot of the time. Like a lot of things, like things that you're aging. Because like as a kid, you can't wait to be an adult. But when you're like all old, all from media, by the way, I know nothing about being old. But like when you're old, it's like, oh, if I were young, I'd do so and so. I regret not doing this, and like a lot of the good things come with like the bad realizations. Like, oh my god, I'm mid-30s. Okay, let's take Ted from How I Met Your Mother, for example. Like, he's been on so many crazy adventures, and we still don't know who the mother is. But he's had all
It
these
takes him
crazy
so damn long.
adventures. So, like, everything is going to be like a give and take. You're going to have some bad feelings and some good feelings, and they're going to have to happen at the same time. Like rent.
Yeah.
Like, graduating college. It's like, oh my god, this big part of my life is over. No more education for most people. And then there's like a thing that's like, oh man, I'm gonna lose this whole life I just had. It's like a lot of those type of moments are gonna be thrust our way.
Yeah.
So it'll be
That's-
interesting to see what happens after.
Right. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You gotta learn how to be adaptable. Like, that's the greatest skill you'll ever have.
I learned this in my management class. He's been kind of preaching this like over the past few weeks. Like, humans are the most adaptable creatures, and yet we hate change.
Oh,
We
fuck yeah.
love routines.
Yeah.
America loves being the top country in the world. People like to eat the same meal every day, and if they do,
Sit in the same
for the
place,
most
yeah.
part, people go to the gym certain days. They go to class at certain times. They make schedules. They plan everything, and we're the most adaptable.
Yeah.
So
It's interesting.
it's very interesting.
I mean, we're getting old, and a lot of people are competitive for a lot of different things. And like, I mean, to be honest with you, I haven't put together my resume yet because I haven't actually had to apply for a job because I've been working for my parents for so long. But I will have to put together a resume, and I'll
Right.
have to try and look for internships or like a job while I'm doing this.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I mean, I've been considering grad school, but even if I go to grad school, I still need to consider an internship while I'm at grad school because at grad school, you're not going to be doing a full 15 credits courses things
Right.
for probably not at least.
Yeah. Almost all grad students work to some capacity.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to get work, you need experience.
Yeah.
And to get experience, you need work.
I mean,
It's a vicious
it's-
cycle.
that is
Trophies.
the worst cycle. That is
Is
the craziest shit.
one of the worst cycles.
Yes,
One of the worst.
it's the worst loop I've ever seen. But I mean, the thing is like, I don't know. I'm not sure, like, because when it comes to that, I'm not even sure what jobs will value because I've worked for my parents for so long when I list that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be able to list, like, salesman, cashier, customer service, I was
Yeah.
a manager for a while, I ran the store for a while. But is that going to be relevant? Because
Yeah.
they're going to be
And
like,
people
oh,
don't
you work
see,
for your parents?
yeah, people will not see like your history, like your actual past, like things you've done,
Yeah.
things you've like ached over and worked so hard for, and they just
Well,
it's really scary to go into because you think you value so much of like your work, and then
yeah.
you gotta just put it on paper.
Well, yeah, what's funny though? Like, I think that's why the way the world works now is like based on who you know. Because I think the only, at least for like for what we want to do, the only way you're gonna get there is through people you know and connections you've made like in the previous years. And I think, at least for me, it's like
Someone to give you a door open.
Yeah,
because
and-
like if someone knows that you're at the capacity to do something, they'll give you the shot to do it.
exactly,
And then
that's
you'll
what
be
I'm
able to
saying,
justify
yeah.
your work or not.
That's
As
what I, yeah,
opposed
that's
to,
what I'm
like,
saying. Like you
a
need
faceless paper that says
you need a
you're
head start
good at something.
nowadays. Yeah, you need a head start nowadays, and that comes through someone you know. Like, cause like I don't think I want. I'm definitely not going to go to grad school right away. Like I'm trying to just get a job and work from there, and then maybe get a master's degree later. But like long term, like I would love to like do something in entertainment or something. But that's only going to happen if I know people, and that's why I really mean it when I say like what I really am looking forward to in the next year and two is like just getting closer and closer to people and really helping people out and just like figuring out my life with other people because that's the best way to do things. Like that's why we all exist together in the world is just to cooperate and like I know I'm gonna help someone get to where they want to be and someone's gonna help me get to where I want to be and same for all of us. Like we're all just gonna help each other out and that's
Well,
best
that's
way
the
to look at
plan.
it. Yeah.
That's
That's
the
the
way
plan.
we'd like for things to work. out.
Yeah, exactly.
Just sometimes some people screw each other over out.
Oh yeah, like
I mean, yeah,
necessity.
like
you
the Joker. Yeah.
you want to do something in entertainment, and I'd love to be a professor one day. Like, if I could be a communication professor one day, that would be epic. Like,
Yeah.
I'd really like that. Like, that could be a job that I'd be completely happy with.
That'd be awesome.
And although the recurring joke is I'm an English major, I really would like
You
to
would love
write
to,
in
You
an
know,
entertainment
flip
publication.
Pancakes one day. Yeah.
You know what?
I'm just
Dang
kidding.
it.
Pancakes
I'm
one
just
day.
kidding. No,
It-
go
Yeah,
on.
I'd like a real justified job. So
Yeah.
we'll have goals and then we have a reality. So it's a really tough. It's like we gotta justify the 4 years that were worth it.
Yeah.
Full of shenanigans and dudes at 4 a.m.
Exactly.
So yeah, it's a really scary world to walk into. Faceless email.
I suppose.
Yeah. No, it is scary.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean,
Um,
I don't. It's just I don't think we're alone in that facet. I think everybody's kind
no.
of scared of the real world.
Only
Very
the only
few.
people that are not are like Obama's children and like the next prince of England.
Kanye's
like,
offspring.
The really rich or whatever.
Yeah, like those
ones.
people are
The
fine.
people
but,
that
like,
actually don't need to worry
Yeah.
about money for
Right.
the rest of their life.
Yeah.
and so on
right,
and so forth.
but we're like the people who
Yeah.
who really were.
Or unless you're an actuary, because I hear those people get jobs before they even graduate.
It's true, actually.
What's an actuary?
It's like a math.
They just crunch
They
numbers.
crunch numbers for risk and statistics.
literally
And
all day,
that's really what they do.
It's sick.
which is a job
Slash
I've been
crazy.
looking into actually, but it's
Oh,
really,
yeah?
it seems really boring though.
I've heard. I mean, just by description, it's really boring. But I mean,
Yeah.
you could get a job before you even graduate
Exactly,
college,
yeah,
which is
yeah.
crazy.
Mhm.
I
I
think
don't
they,
know. It's-
I think actuaries. I think I read an article where they literally have a 0% unemployment rate.
Yeah,
which is-
yeah,
That's crazy.
yeah.
That's,
No,
that's
I believe
impressive.
that. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
But who knows, man? Who knows?
I mean, just take. Well, I guess to relate Aaron's thing about making connections. Take YouTube, for example. You guys grew up together. Now, you guys are going to separate schools, but you still make the effort to see each other, call each other. If you guys need a hookup, or like
Occasionally.
let's say
Okay.
you need a ride down to school, or it's sorely inconvenient. You need to talk when it's sorely
yeah, no.
inconvenient.
yeah, that goes for all three of us, though.
Yeah.
Like, I think.
Well, I was just saying you two because you knew each other longer than.
No, yeah, true,
Yeah.
true.
So you guys go way back, and
Yeah.
like, so yeah, connections are important.
No, yeah, I agree. I think once you figure out like who really matters in your life, like it's really worth it to.
Not to knock anyone out, just saying.
No,
yeah.
but I mean it's the truth. Like there are people like that I don't keep in touch with anymore, and they don't keep in touch with me because it's just like, of course I would love to keep in touch with everyone, but it's really hard and like
It's unrealistic to.
you know eventually everyone touches base with each other at some point, but there's like there are levels of the circle, like your closest circle, or people you talk to all the time, and then it starts to the diameter, like the radius starts to increase from there. So like some of the time, and then like you know each other and like hung out a little, and then like it's acquaintances, and it just keeps
Yeah.
growing further.
I mean,
further.
yeah, it's
For
just-
most people, that's kind of listed more of a hierarchy because you just like the first people you call
Yeah,
when you want to hang out.
Right.
people talk about like BFFs and like
Yeah,
best friends and then
BFFs,
so on, and then,
the
like,
BF, the
family.
GF,
and
the
it's like
fams.
I think the best way to put it is that over the years you build different kinds of bridges. Because when
Right.
people talk about how you need to burn bridges, and like you
Mhm.
need to get rid of that relationship. Like when people say you need to get rid of that relationship, you need to burn
I-
the bridge. You never heard that?
I've heard people don't burn a bridge. Like it's like
Oh no, yeah, that's what I'm saying. People say that too.
No, yeah.
Okay, I've never
yeah.
heard the opposite.
You
Or
never
like
told-
someone needs
Oh.
to burn that bridge. It's like don't burn a bridge. It's like
Oh no,
you don't want to burn bridges here. But I've never heard someone you need to burn that bridge. Like
When it's an ugly breakup, you need to burn that bridge, bro. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Some bridges are gonna look like some pieces of wood and some string with some floss put together or whatever, and some bridges are gonna look like the Bay Bridge or the Brooklyn
The
Bridge.
Golden Gate, yeah.
Yeah,
all right, I can dig it. I can dig it.
No, I think that's the best way to put
and
it. yeah.
it's just those bridges are the ones that are maintenance constantly and they're worked on and they connect really important things for you. And then there are other bridges that are like you risk your life when you walk across those.
And they're
Yeah.
neglected. So.
Yeah.
Like it's only at certain times you need that.
Because you need both sides to work on it, and
You're real desperate when you're crossing that bridge.
Yeah. It's like you've literally talked to everyone in the world, and then you finally call this person to get that ride to McDonald's or something. Like that's the bridge of
it's all about the McDeezies.
time.
I guess so. I mean,
That Monopoly game.
so what's next?
But yeah, no, that's
what
that,
is next for
that-
us dudes.
that's
Well,
that's good. I mean, like
no subject email. Oh right, me, winky face, and parentheses.
but yeah, I mean that's the gist of like how we feel about the future, and
It's a lot of uncertainty, but
It really
we
is.
carry a lot of values as
Yeah.
the
We
dudes.
carry a lot of values, but I think it's also because we have trust in our support system
Yeah.
that if we break down, then they'll be there to pick us up. That's
We also
Agreed,
read absurd
agreed.
amounts of comic books and carry values too,
yeah,
and video
agreed.
games.
do that. I mean, if this whole like communication thing doesn't work out, I can try and become Batman
no, seriously,
with no money.
I'm honestly banking on the fact that I'm gonna have a mutated gene at some point, and my DNA is gonna turn me into like an X-Men or something. I'm really banking on that. Come like 10 years, I'm giving it 10 years.
I hope no one shoots my close uncle.
I mean,
I'm giving it 10 to 20 years,
okay.
so that'll put me around 40.
Yeah. By the time if I'm around 35 and I decide to inject myself with a virus called extremis, that could work out nicely.
Still with the uncle thing.
I was waiting. I was
That's
waiting.
all I got. That's all I
Just
got.
wait.
That's all I got.
But yeah,
So I hope to answer your question. We are
yeah.
just as uncertain as you are, but try to keep faithful.
It's
You grew up with
fun,
certain
man. I think-
values.
Yeah.
You're on the right track. If you're not on the right track, look to your friends for guidance. If you don't have friends, come to us back to dudes
Yeah,
again.
I mean, we're not famous.
Yeah.
It's not like we don't have time to talk to you.
I know, right?
You want to talk to me?
we don't have time to sit down and podcast, but that time is over. Hopefully.
We're fixing that. But I mean, like, if you want to tweet me or like Facebook me, if you know me.
At
personally.
22 at Twitter.com.
At
The
D22.
22. The 22.
D22.
Shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Hey, promoting the fellow dude. Because that's what we do. We support each other.
Hell
All right,
yeah.
we're not an after school special though. Don't talk like that.
So I'm giving this guy a shameless plug. There we go.
There we go.
All right,
But yeah, no, like just at the end of the day, just have fun with your life. Like I know we're trying to.
I
and
mean, the
that's what
best
this
way to
is
put
all
it
about.
is most of us are just kind of freeballing.
Yep.
You know,
There we go. That word.
We're
that
just kinda
that trademark.
We're just freeballing our lives. Like nobody knows what happens next necessarily. We
Yeah,
made
dog.
plans here and there, but nobody knows exactly what's going to happen every day of their
Exactly.
life.
Exactly. Especially in this. So this email brought up the word love, my least favorite word in the dictionary, and that especially what you just said, Brian, goes especially for that. Like just
Okay, so we're talking about love now.
No, and I'm just saying in general because she put it in the email, so I'm just gonna touch on it.
Oh, you're
quickly.
trying to get all this email out.
No, I'm
we
just
dragged
trying to
out
touch
to
on it
like
quickly.
We're knocking
July.
this whole email out. That's
Because we're saving the list for later.
we're about
No,
to
yeah,
hit
we're-
this joint out the park.
I'm just saying, just real quick, like
She's throwing that free ball.
if
We're gonna smash it out of the park,
Oh,
Grand Slam
God.
style.
oh god,
We're the we're the Nationals.
we are the
This
Nationals.
is Natitude right
Yo
now.
man,
Hashtag
1-0. We're winning
1-0.
that division series.
Attitude.
That's
We're
what it is.
1-0.
On Twitter.
Natitude, man.
Okay.
Hashtag Natitude.
Natitude.
What happened to
Um,
ATTR, man?
Natitude.
Oh, yeah.
Yo, HTTR, Natitude, and what is the
Orioles?
cat?
Are you Orioles?
Unleash the Fury.
Oh, I thought it was Wave the Red. Or like...
It's
It's something about the red. right?
Rock the Red.
Rock the Red, yeah.
But Unleash the Fury is like the
Okay.
like the
alright.
hail to like the slogan, like
Okay.
the hail to the
It's
Redskins.
like, I'm
I
not-
like that.
Right now, I'm not using Hail to the Redskins. I'm using Hail, yeah.
hail,
yeah.
hail, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like
That's what
that.
I'm
I like
rocking with
that.
right now.
I'm just hashtagging RG3 all day too.
I feel like I'm just going to hashtag Greg Jennings, hope like pancakes.
Goddamn.
Oh, shit.
All right,
Well,
enough
fucking-
sports. Enough sports. What I was saying
Back to
before,
Old Spice.
what I was saying before is no, yeah, just to touch on,
We're just gonna brush over love. 'Cause we
yeah,
don't
just
wanna talk
real
about
quick because no one ever wants to talk about that
True.
shit. Just real quick, if like seriously though, if when we say that we're just living life like piece by piece at a time because you never know what's gonna happen, that especially like 150% goes for love because like really anyone who tries to plan anything in their life that pertains to love is crazy because and I'm not saying like it's bad. I'm just saying it's crazy because you never know what's gonna happen, especially if you're single and you don't know and you're trying to like just like Ted and How I Met Your Mother, like you're trying to have a certain age by the time you want to get married and you're trying to have this many kids and stuff. Like no, like you really need to just take a step back and relax and let things just take their course because whatever you believe about destiny and fate and all that crap, like it really to some extent, at least for me, is true about love, like, and just friendships in general, because you never know who you're gonna meet one day. You never know who's gonna come into your life, and so you just really have to be ready for anything that that's gonna happen pertaining to your friends and pertaining to LOVE.
So on the other side of that spectrum, right?
Well, and I'm saying like if you're not like single, if you're not like the Ted equivalent, like
If you're Marshall,
yeah, like you're still like I think it's just still a little crazy to plan a lot of things. Like whoever you're with, you just really have to be just make sure you're having a good time and just let things take your course and decide things when they're ready to be decided, not planning things like 5 years in advance, like 3 years in advance, like all that crap. Like just being ready to decide things when it's actually time to, because those things will happen naturally, no matter what.
So I'm gonna argue, because this guy Aaron introduced me to my girlfriend.
I did, and
Yes.
but see, that's
because
what I'm
I
saying.
never knew what was gonna happen.
No, yeah, and
So
that's what I'm saying, and
understand
that's what I'm saying. Like you're the perfect example because not
Yeah, I didn't expect.
the 20 of us did not expect that to happen, but now look.
You're
No,
including
no.
everyone who ever watched our videos.
I'm literally including everyone. Like
everyone?
I have
none
no
of us.
idea.
None,
I was going to include everyone who watched our videos and then put it on repeat.
no, but none of us. You're the perfect example because none of us expected that to happen, and it just happened naturally, and that's the perfect example.
Okay.
Well, okay, but it happened
Okay,
naturally.
so I have
of
three
course,
I have three
of course, with the
parents,
well, of course
you
with
have
the help,
two parents. I don't want any part of that.
Uncle?
with the help of your friends because no one expected, and then when it became serious and when it became a thing, it was like, well, yeah, we're gonna help this happen because this is how it
'Cause you
should
know
this is
the
how it should
people-
be. Like, yeah, that's how it should be, is when you least expect it, when you meet someone you never know how your relationship with that person's going to be. That's the perfect time, because when you met Angeline for the first time through me, like, it was like no one expected how that you're going to be here where you are today, but not in a bad way. No one expected it because it was just,
It's just
so
you can't see.
yeah,
like
it's
that.
because you can't see things like that. And
Because
it's
like
just,
some people introduce
it was
other people. It's
so
like
natural.
it's like, oh my
with
god,
the
this person
intention, yeah,
be
with the
perfect
intention,
for you.
yeah.
Like,
And I
okay,
kind of hate that sometimes.
okay. Let me go on to something quick, and then I'll go back to you.
Yeah.
It's like Brian gets trolled a lot. Unfortunately, he gets this rep as a ladies' man, which I may or may not have definitely perpetuated.
We're all guilty of that.
Perpetuated. Perpetuate. Yes, I do kind of continue. Anyways, so like this kind of caught on to a bunch of our friends, and like some people might say that one girl is perfect. I remember like freshman year, I don't know, Yaxon or someone, it's always just saying, it's like, oh man, there's a girl in Brian's class, you should get to know her. Probably go out there, take her to dinner, it'd be nice. Go out to the quad or whatever that thing is. What's a quad?
Do we have one of those?
I don't know. But like, yeah, a bunch of people just like try to set people up. Just be like, oh man, this would be perfect. You guys would hit it off. It'd be great. Ends up being awkward as crap, and you
Yeah.
don't even know each other. And so like for
I don't know,
Aaron,
that's
he
never
didn't.
actually happened to me.
I don't believe in
Well, like I think, well,
I
because
don't really have awkward encounters with women. I just,
that. Yeah,
I'm trying to help you out, man.
If you're ready, bro.
Okay, so I'm just proving a point.
No, yeah, you're right.
It's just sad that it had to be Brian because he'll always argue the point specifics. But yeah, like so, Aaron didn't intend for me to
No, not at all.
end up in a relationship with
And
them.
not in a bad way, yeah.
Yeah, it's just introduced me and just like, hey, how are you? And then we just got to
Yeah.
talking. And that's just
Because
it just progressed.
yeah, exactly. And I think and
But why
going
do you
back,
hate me for it? I don't
no,
know.
I
What,
don't
what's
hate
this
you for
about?
anything. Get out of here.
No. I think Aaron's saying he hates the idea of people meeting other people with the pretense of like, oh,
yeah,
you have to date this person.
yeah, exactly. Because I think going back to like we were talking about life, I think what the most natural way, like we're here to cooperate, right? So I really love introducing my friends to like other friends, like friends I have elsewhere to friends I've made in a different place, because that's the natural way for things to occur. And when stuff like that happens, it's like beautiful, because you never know when two of your friends are gonna end up being together, and then or just being
like-
really good friends themselves, because
Yeah, like Brian.
that's how
yeah.
things should work. That's how the world should work, when people just introducing each other to other people that they know, because that's how we meet people. That's how we
You bring your
form
worlds
connections.
together.
Yeah, that's how the world turns. You know, that's how
Yeah, like
the cookie crumbles, though.
to,
All right.
you mean the cookie form?
Yeah, same
Well,
thing.
yeah, because I remember in middle school, Brian's really good friend Yexon. They've known each other since like grade school. Other friend.
According to me,
Yeah, according to
Yexon,
Yexon, they met in
we met in
sixth grade.
Yes.
Specifics aside, I didn't know Yexon. I just knew he had a big head and he hung out with you. So I met him, and it turned out we ended up being really good friends. He was my partner during
Yeah.
competitive Smash. And I still love seeing that guy all the time, although he's super busy and I'm super busy. But, like, yeah, like, unlikeliest of things just happen to happen.
Yeah.
And it's because you try to make these connections and you don't force
Right.
it. You're just like,
I mean,
here you go.
It's
There's
kind of
a
what makes the
person,
world
each
goes
knows-
around.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Because when you meet certain people, it's not even just when you meet people through other people. You just meet them, and
Just
you
meet
know
them
you
in
never
general, yeah.
expect that person is going to be impactful in your life.
Yeah.
Like I lost to Aaron in a math competition.
And that's how we became
That's how we
friends.
became friends.
I made fun of him because he couldn't do like some simple multiplication. That's how we
Yeah,
became
because I got
friends.
caught up in it.
'Cause
Because like
he
we
just-
were the last
yeah,
ones,
it was just a-
and we were going
yeah.
into a real heat.
It was just a simple, like, you know, like brain short circuit that we all have, that I had too, and he happened to be in front of me, so you know, we just laughed about it later, and then we started talking. Like that, you never know, man.
Bro, you like
That shit's
comics?
crazy.
I love comics.
And like, you know, we just happened to know. I just happened to know a guy named Sean. And I was like, yo, you should come over to my house. You should meet him sometime.
Yeah, and then you know,
And-
from there on, like,
And that was our honorary for
and that was fucking like 15 years ago too. like shit, man.
A long ass time
It
ago.
was like 12, 13, 14, 15 years ago. So
We're
like,
are old.
yeah,
But the point is to get back to ground ourselves back to
to
reality.
Oh,
The connections about love that I was just kind of going on about, that these unlikely connections,
yeah.
they kind of go a long way. Which kind of relates to our point about like people helping each other out, but like love specifically,
Yeah.
I mean, don't force it. Like, let's say our first emo, where it feels forced when you're trying to discuss like something you don't feel like discussing something. It's like that's the
Yeah,
type of thing you
exactly,
don't
yeah.
want to get into,
Right.
as opposed to like what me and Angela had, where we just mutually met each other and
Exactly.
it grew from there.
Although that was, I mean, that
It's
came
a lot
together.
of circumstances than lot of specifics.
Yeah.
All I know.
lot
I'm
of
just
things.
saving the viewers a story.
All I know is y'all went to Little John's together, and then the rest is history.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
They're shaking his hand right
But
now.
I mean, just like
I came in front.
it's just a lot of things came together, and that worked out nicely for you.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily the case for everybody else. It's not going to have to be that crazy. You could just happen to meet somebody from a friend, and it's like, oh,
They just met you.
Yeah.
And it was crazy.
So here's my number.
oh god.
Fuck.
Sorry. That's what they do
I
after.
don't know, man. Yeah, man. You can't do anything anymore without quoting that song. It sucks. It really sucks.
It-
God damn it. Yo, new dudes from now on, we're not quoting that song. Ever.
but we will.
We will.
yeah, we
Fine.
will.
Okay, never
It'll
mind.
happen. Let's do
So the
this.
revamp is gonna
No.
then decide that we do quote that song from now on.
We quote it anytime.
Alright, so that's fair enough, fair enough.
True.
Oh yeah, but like anyway, yeah, like
So
I think,
Aaron was a little more cynical. just
no, I
because
think when you
he's
know,
trying to live the Ted life right now. and
no, I'm not trying to live no Ted life because I'm
Are
not
you
trying to
trying to-
get married though. And that's basically just like this
That
email,
Barney life.
is all about the future and stuff. And if we're talking about that
Few
4-letter
years
word that I hate, like that love, like like I seriously like I'm just trying to live my life and focus on what I'm trying to do. And if it happens, it happens, whatever. And I'm gonna lose a lot of bets with people. But if it doesn't happen, if it doesn't happen,
Might get
then
in on this.
it doesn't happen, and then I'm gonna win a lot of bets with people. So
It's
so
true.
like, who cares?
Yeah, I'm like, it would not surprise me if there was a pool going on about Forever Alone 2012.
No, it really.
It really would not
I
surprise me
know,
at
I'm not
all.
surprised either.
What
yeah.
would you tell him?
Nothing, man. I'm supporting this dude because I'm on that track. All I know is I made some bets with some of my friends that I'm
My
not gonna
friends.
that I'm not gonna get married, and like who like, and it's all fun and games because I'm really not planning for anything on that front because
It's all fun and games because you're getting money.
first of all, well, yeah, that too. But like first of all,
silver.
yeah. Okay, but first of all, like that's never been a priority of mine. If whatever happens, happens. And then like second of all, like it's just like I said, you can't really plan for LOVE because it'll just come and go, and it'll just come and go and go.
Well, that's just really
That
kind of
was
depressing.
Why would you just?
Why did you say that?
No, I
We were
I
going
don't,
with
I
How I
don't
Met
mean
Your
it-
Mother.
I don't
and
mean it
toys,
like that.
uplifting.
I don't mean it
Yellow
like that.
Umbrella and
I don't mean it like
Marshall
that.
jokes.
Yo, man, but that show's sad though. That show gets sad real
does.
fast.
A lot of episodes are pretty.
Yo, that show's made me cry multiple times.
Whoa.
Wow.
Okay. Well, that took an unexpected turn.
Why you
But,
gotta keep turning?
Yeah,
man?
because I'm watching alone, and when I'm watching alone, I'm not afraid to tear up a little. All right.
just hit up
Alright,
those
John, I see
dudes.
you. All right, but like, here's the thing.
You're trying to
We
Skype it,
really
man?
tried to hit this email out of the park in this regard, but
Yes.
there's a little bit more we need to cover.
Yeah.
But we're gonna wrap it up today.
This is a very good email, by the way. It's hitting up all of our topics for basically the season, if we're calling it
No,
that.
seriously.
Hey, but for real though.
So yeah, just a few more things. We are trying to revamp dudes. We are gonna get back to this email because there's a lot that goes into it, but yeah, most importantly, we are trying to revamp dudes. So we're trying to get a little more regularity in these posts. Sorry again, it's been forever and ever since we've actually had a real thoughtful dude other than talking about Batman or Spider-Man. Where are the drugs going?
Where are the dudes? Where have they been?
Where are they?
But yeah,
So yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
we're gonna get back to this email, talk more about life, talk more about nerdiness.
We will be
Um,
back in what are we saying? 2 weeks?
We'll see.
we're gonna say 2 a month. But
We're gonna
we'll
try.
see.
We're gonna say 2 a month for
Yeah.
now.
Yes. That is
And
the
we'll
number
go
we're
with
going
that.
with right now.
Mm-hmm.
We'll leave them at that.
Sign out of this biatch.
Yeah. So thanks for listening, guys. Please send us more emails and keep supporting us.
We really do appreciate the feedback.
We need to
Word.
feed our family. So please watch these. Yeah. So good to see you guys again. This is Aaron,
It's Alex.
It's Brian.
and we are signing.
Free balling.
Peace.
Pancakes.
Is-
Well, I'm saying if we're like trying to like actually revamp, we should take measures.
Oh, we're gonna revamp already.
We're actually trying to revamp.
Oh,
Yo,
we're
this is a
revamping.
different group than I knew. Alright, I don't want to be a part of this anymore. This is whack.
Yeah, it's too much change.
It's too much.
change.
It's too much. It's
Oh.
Oh, I'm just saying.
All
believe in the dudes.
We don't even have to do anything.